Okay, this is a honest and impartial expert advice and dehumidifier review for the Frigidaire FAD704DUD 70 pint dehumidifier. First of all, you come to the right place if you're on my YouTube channel or my personal blog, which is www.bestdehumidifiersforhomereviews.com. As I have over 30 years experience, I like to give independent, impartial and knowledgeable advice and dehumidifier reviews. So you're in the right place. So what's so great about this Frigidaire 70 pint dehumidifier? Well, there's plenty. First of all, it's made by Frigidaire, and we all know Frigidaire is one of the leading brands in dehumidifiers and has been for years. So we trust the Frigidaire dehumidifier. But more importantly, this 70 pint dehumidifier is an Energy Star compliant one, which means saving you money on your energy bills. That's a great bonus. So what are some of the benefits? Okay, so I'm going to list the benefits now, and then I'll list the disadvantages. The first benefit is this is a really quiet 70 pint dehumidifier. Now, I knew someone that actually bought an LG dehumidifier and had to replace it because the LG unit was simply too noisy. And after replacing it with the Frigidaire FAD704DUD, he couldn't be happier. Many reviewers comment on how quiet the Frigidaire dehumidifier is, and in fact one reviewer said they have no problem sleeping in the next room. Now, as far as 70 pint dehumidifiers go, it's a very small unit compared to other 70 pint dehumidifiers in its range. It weighs only 49 pounds and it's pretty small. Its dimensions are 11.3 inches by 16.1 inches by 24.6 inches, and it can easily fill up 70 pints in 24 hours. Well, that's its job after all. And it's so quiet you won't even know it's there, which is a bonus. Now, in this latest model, the exhaust comes out the top of the dehumidifier as opposed to the back of the dehumidifier, which was the standard in the old models. Now, this is excellent, as when the exhaust previously came out the back other side of the dehumidifier, there always seems to be an obstruction. Now that the exhaust comes out the top of the dehumidifier, you are very unlikely to obstruct the exhaust. As an extra bonus, this also massively helps the circulation of the air. The new design of the hose attachment, the gravity drain, is better now that is on the exterior of the case, which means it's very easy to get to. This may seem a small benefit, but for people who are less able, it's now very easy to access. As an extra bonus, the price of this 70 pint dehumidifier is actually cheaper than the older, louder and chunkier model. The unit has a 1-year warranty, during which if anything goes wrong, Frigidaire will replace or repair any parts, which is brilliant, and that's obviously what you come to expect from a very good company. Now let's talk about the disadvantages. You must be careful when emptying the water bucket, because the automatic cut-off switch does not turn off the dehumidifier until the water bucket is at its very top. So unless you've got very still hands, you may spill some water. Due to this, you might have to keep an eye on the dehumidifier and replace the water bucket before it fills right up to the top, or if your hands do not shake, you should be fine. In any case, it has an ergonomic handle, making it very easy to carry. Now, the hose works on gravity rather than a pump, so you really must bear this in mind when you set it up. This is the only design flaw with regards to this dehumidifier. So they're the only disadvantages. Let's talk about some of the product features. Well, obviously it's 70 pints, so it collects 70 pints in a day. Its continuous operation is possible when the unit is located near a sustainable drain, because it's got the hose. It has electronic controls, which makes it easy for anybody to use. 2 fan speeds, and has a very low temperature operation, so it doesn't overheat. So in conclusion, if you are after a quiet, well-designed and highly efficient dehumidifier, this Frigidaire dehumidifier is a must for you. It's extremely superior compared to others in the market, and can easily get that horrible damp stench from your home or your basement or your garage. Now, in most cases, humidity increases during the summer months, in which case if you've set your control to the 50% mark, this fantastic dehumidifier will do the rest for you with no hassle. You can leave this dehumidifier running continuously for months on end. I personally know someone who left it on running for 1 month and it completely dried up his basement. And if your humidity is pretty bad, I'd recommend the continuous cycle for about 1 week. This should bring your RH level down to approximately 50%. And once the humidity drops to that level that you're happy with, you can set the dehumidifier only to run when the humidity hits a certain percentage. Now, how clever is that? It means you can maintain a constant humidity that you're happy with. Now, most reviewers have pointed out that after a few days of use, the nasty problems that made them buy the actual dehumidifier in the first place are long gone. One reviewer goes on to say that that now their rooms smell fresh and clean and much less musty, and their floor has returned to its perfect pre-humidity state. Now, this dehumidifier cleaned up the basement of approximately 1,800 square feet, where it's positioned in only one place. If you have a bigger area to dehumidify, you can easily move this dehumidifier around from one section of the room to another. It has wheels, which means you can easily wheel it across the floor or the room or the basement. Now, with no assembly or any form of installation required, this dehumidifier will work straight out of the box. Plug it in, turn it on, and away you go. I give this Frigidaire FAD704DUD 70 pint dehumidifier a star rating of 5 out of 5, and you can see it in the picture of this room. And please take a second to go to my personal blog, which gives you honest dehumidifier reviews, so you know which dehumidifier you should buy for your home. Now, rest assured, each dehumidifier review has been done so with honesty and integrity. And if I think a dehumidifier is excellent, I'll sing its praises. If I think it's rubbish, I'll slate it down to the ground. So go to my blog, which is www.bestdehumidifiersforhomereviews.com. I know it's a mouthful. I'll say it again: www.bestdehumidifiersforhomereviews.com, and I'll see you there.